Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's teaser trailer number 1 that made its debut over at Star Wars Celebration, followed by the second teaser over at D23, a lot of fans around the world have been very excited and eager to see the third and final trailer of Episode 9 by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's truly exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is, of course, going to be a revelation film. A lot of twists and turns will be applied to the main plot of this movie that's going to change our view and our perception of the prequels and the originals, which could very well be a good or a bad thing depending on how J.J. Abrams, George, and Disney and Lucasfilm are going to really utilize all of these different reveals in the movie and how much of an impact it's going to have on the audience. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer 3 of Episode 9, this is where things begin to get very exciting for this movie. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be engaging in a lightsaber duel, where they are exchanging powerful strikes with their lightsabers, where Rey is said to be using Kylo Ren's while Kylo is wielding Anakin's lightsaber. It's described that as this happens, they are fighting inside of Palpatine's old throne room on the second Death Star, where it's said that they are fighting in a flooded throne room, where the environment around them appears to be all rusted with lightning showing in the background behind the iconic window panel, just behind Palpatine's throne itself. The scenery is said to be very dark and gritty, where one of the sequences is said to involve Rey using the Force Repulse technique that causes a massive shockwave against Kylo Ren, knocking him down on the ground, where he is said to push himself up in anger, where he points the saber at Rey. The next describes a sequence in which Rey is actually said to be standing in the middle of 7 Jedi statues, where the camera is said to be spinning around Rey during the shot. Now, it's explained that Rey is said to be inside of an ancient Jedi temple, where a revised track of the Force theme is said to actually play over the shot, where new dialogue of Anakin Skywalker, Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and even Yoda are heard delivering scrambled lines of dialogue as Rey is said to be overwhelmed by the ancient ruins of the Jedi. Another describes a sequence in which it's explained that all 6 Knights of Ren are said to be standing in front of Palpatine while he rests on his throne, where Palpatine's arm is said to be hooked up to a large mechanical device. This device is described to hook up to a large tube full of green liquid that glows in a bright color in the dark throne room of Palpatine's, where as the shot appears, dialogue of Palpatine begins to play over the shot, talking about cheating death. Additionally, one of the sequences also feature a moment in which a rear shot of Rey is said to be looking down at Luke Skywalker's submerged X-Wing underneath the waters of Ahch-To, where the camera is said to focus on the water, where it begins to ripple, where a tease of the X-Wing beginning to move and begins to become a part of the shot before it cuts to black with new Luke Skywalker dialogue, speaking to Rey, telling her to trust in the Force and to trust her instincts. It's described that this shot throws in a tease that Luke's Force Ghost, or Rey, will be lifting Luke's X-Wing from the ocean of Ahch-To, giving fans a direct callback to The Empire Strikes Back with Yoda, where eventually one of the other sequences is said to involve a moment in which Kylo Ren is described to be kneeling before Darth Vader's burned armor, where Kylo is said to be looking down at Vader's chest plate and placing the pieces of his grandfather's broken lightsaber hilt on top of Vader's burned armor. It's explained that this takes place within Kylo Ren's new throne room that is described to be smaller than Snoke's, however darker, with all windows that look out to space. As this happens, it's described that Han Solo's dialogue plays over the shot of him saying that there's too much Vader in him from The Force Awakens, referring to Kylo Ren. Where lastly, a sequence in which dark Rey with the double-bladed red lightsaber is described to be standing in front of Kylo Ren with his ignited crossguard saber, which most likely alludes to the leaks of how Kylo will face dark Rey in the form of a vision. It's described that the scene takes place within the very depths of the second Death Star wreckage, where Kylo appears to have a stab wound where part of his clothing is said to be ripped and shredded, where Kylo appears exhausted and furious at the same time. It's explained that the upcoming trailer 3 for Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, is said to have over 20 Easter eggs related to both the prequels and the originals that will be hidden in the background, some of which are said to be very easy to spot, while others are described to involve some decoding techniques. It's explained that John Williams worked on a special score for the upcoming trailer where a revised track of Duel of the Fates would be applied to some of the shots of the upcoming trailer and footage. Disney and Lucasfilm also gave George Lucas the opportunity to oversee parts of the editing process of the upcoming trailer, and was given the opportunity to add in some of the sequences that he directed and wrote for the film, while helping J.J. Abrams and co-writer Chris Terrio. The final trailer is also going to feature a surprising and unexpected shot at the very end that focuses on a major legacy character that will leave the fans gasping for air, where tickets are said to immediately go on sale once the trailer debuts. The brand new footage will additionally include a demonstration of the next generation technology to create space battles like no other Star Wars film before in the Skywalker saga or in the spin-off films, that is said to be cutting-edge technology that will debut with the final installment of this saga. The new footage will also include footage from the recent reshoots that took place during the months of August and September, and that whatever footage that is being reshot during this month of October will be used for the upcoming TV spots in November, leading up to the release of the film this December. So anyways guys, let me know what you guys think about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.